first of all, Sam, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you for asking.
Good.
Your EP,
Yes.
The Sound Experiment.
Yes.
So, what is it like to have your own body of work now?
Odd. It's a bit odd, but it's really cool. It's such a great feeling to finally have it out as well. Just because I spent so long making it, and I was in uni when I did it. So it is really amazing, though, and it's a really nice feeling, and I think it's always going to be my favourite because it was the first. So yeah.
Yeah. Because speaking of uni, you were still in uni when you were making it.
Yes.
But people were already ready to sign you. Why did you decide to stay in school?
My management and my parents. Those are the main reasons. Mainly my parents. My parents were very much just like, look, you have to just see this through. My mum always says to me that. My mum was always that person that would say to me, you cannot start something and not finish it. She gets really angry at me if I don't finish something. So she was just like 100% like, you have to finish uni, and she's got a degree, my dad has a degree and stuff, and they were just like, look, even if you don't use your degree in the future, at least know that you finished university, at least know that you have that. Do you know what I mean? And I think it was, and then when I graduated, it was like the feeling of, wow, I've actually completed something and here's the reward for it. That was like the best feeling ever. So yeah, I'm happy I did it. Definitely happy I did it.
But what was it like? Because you had to stop performing in order to finish school. What was it like to stop performing?
It was weird, but I mean, I adapt to things really quickly. So when I stopped performing, I was like, cool, I'm not gonna play. So I didn't. I remember I was doing work and I spent most of my time like watching Netflix in uni to kill the time. So yeah, I was just kind of like stuck in my room for the rest of the term. But it was odd for like the first month or two. It's just like, what do I do with myself? And I think the harder part was getting back into it.
Really? Why?
Yeah, just because I hadn't done it for so long. It came up to about a year of not playing. So when and the thing is, I kind of got thrown back into it, like really into the deep end, because I started performing again, but it was literally just tours and festivals, like if not every day, at least like twice or 3 times a week. So I had to just really like get back into the swing of it and quickly, and so it became it was a bit harder to adapt back into that, but I did, so I'm happy. Yeah.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like your parents have a big influence on you
Huge.
and your music, right? Because your new song you just released, Our Love, is about your dad, right?
Dad and mum, yeah. It's they play such a huge part in my music, in the sense of also I take the songs to them before they're like my sort of my reviewers, before the earliest reviewers before anyone else. So
do you always do that?
all the time? Yeah, I always every new song I show, and my mum loves lyrics. So she's always just very much like, what are you saying? What does this mean? And so whenever I take her to them, that's kind of what it is. And so yeah, but Our Love is a song that was based off of a story that my dad told me, and about when he and my mum first started dating. My grandparents and my uncles and aunts weren't really like, his brothers and sisters weren't really into the idea of him being with my mum, because I think my dad had dated back in the day, but then this was the first person that was sort of like, we're gonna lose him if he keeps going with this woman. So yeah, they kind of had this like, they were just sort of like, we're not too sure about her type thing, because he was getting real close to her, and they felt that they were losing him, and they did to an extent. We got married and had very beautiful children. And, yeah, I mean, they've been married for like 27 years, and they're incredible.
Yeah. So your parents are an inspiration when it comes to writing your lyrics. Where do you get your inspiration from as well?
Everywhere. I get inspiration from all sorts of things, from other people's experiences, as I did with my dad. Sometimes most of the time I write for the sake of writing, because I like to make music. So a lot of it just sometimes it just happens. And when I always say that I write unconsciously, which means that if I write a song, I don't write it with the intent of, it's not based off of something I've been through personally, so I just write, and then after writing I find out that I've actually got a connection to that song in some sort of way, and that's kind of when I realised that the song's not just for me, it's for everyone, because if I can relate to a song that I didn't intend, that I didn't write deliberately, then everyone else can surely connect to it in some sort of way.
Because I listened to your first EP, and then the song you just released, Our Love, that will be on your next EP, right?
Yes.
But I thought that Our Love was a little bit more upbeat than the last EP. Is that something? Is that like?
Yeah, I mean, so for me, I just kind of wanted to try some stuff I hadn't done on the first EP. And the funniest thing is, I think Our Love wasn't something that I had made like a couple of months or weeks before it had come out. I'd made it the year before, so I had like loads of music that I had made prior to this new EP coming out, which we just kind of chose songs and made some new ones in the year, and then kind of went, oh cool, these are good, let's put them together. But it was an upbeat one, and I think just because I like really up tempo and just like fast and cool songs, and I felt like I didn't have anything like that yet. So
do you feel like you've already found your sound?
Yeah, I feel that my sound is, I mean, I've kind of listened to the songs back a few times and I've gone, wow, like they actually, as different as a lot of the songs are, there's still this kind of similarity to a lot of them. So I think I couldn't tell you what it is. I haven't come up with a name for it yet, but I definitely know what my sound is, and I definitely know, regardless of what like genre I do, that there's going to be that sound there. There's going to always be that thing in there that's going to connect it to the other ones in some sort of way.
Okay, because correct me if I'm wrong, but I read somewhere that you actually didn't want to bring out a new EP after your first one.
Yes, very true.
So why another EP?
So I wasn't ready to put out another EP after the first one, because I didn't feel that I was ready. I didn't feel that I had the material or the songs to do it, and I just thought, and I was sort of panicking. I was sort of in that panic mode, and I had like people going, let's try and put another body of work together. My label was like, let's try and put another body of work together, and I was like, I will if I have the songs. So for like a really long time, I was just like, nah, this doesn't work, and then eventually we got a bunch of songs, and I think what had happened was I went to New York and I made 2 songs that really worked, and we were like, these are fresh songs and they're great, and I think from after hearing those songs we kind of went, oh wow, this song works with that one, and all the old songs we had done, they just kind of connected, and it was just like, cool, we've got an EP. So I think there was a lot of fear to do, and I think I feel that way now. Like, this EP's done, I'm like, I don't really want to make another body of work yet. So
we can expect another EP after the sound experiment too.
I can't tell you if it's going to be an EP or not 100% sure yet, but there's going to be more music. There's definitely going to be more music, so that's something to look forward to. But I'm not sure if it's a body of work or what type of body of work it will be coming out next year.
And then one last question: when do you know you got it?
I said music or just...
Yeah, musically, sorry.
I don't know. I still don't think I have. I still think I'm like learning. I'm still trying to be better every day. So I think I've improved so much in like, I look at the stuff I was doing like last year and stuff, and I've listened to the sound experiment and I've compared it to the sound experiment too. It's just like, wow, like it's a step up. So I don't think I'm there yet. I don't think I ever will be, but I have seen improvement in sort of myself. I've seen improvement in my band and just my team overall, and kind of what we're doing, and so that makes me happy. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time, and good luck later.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks.